I always wondered this. Did you DJ when 50 was in Iraq?
Yeah,
What? So I saw a comment, I forgot from who it was, but they said the airplane was getting shot at.
yeah.
So I go over this all crazy. He's just like, yeah, it's all right.
So if you're on a plane like a regular commercial jet, it lands like this. Like, you can hear the wheel come out, and you're going like this, and then you got a little turbulence, whatever. Everybody claps. That's all the. If you fly from like New York to Miami, everybody clapping. Listen, y'all, we didn't go to Australia. What the is going on here? But yeah, but it's a regular landing. When you go to Iraq, first of all, we had to go to Kuwait first. So we took a jumbo jet to Kuwait. The Army gave it us, but we didn't know when we landed there's another jumbo jet. But this jet had the soldiers that died in it. We got on that plane. They took out all the soldiers that died in the war. You see all these coffins coming out, and I'm looking at 50 like, yo, this is some real shit. I thought it was some Bob Hope. Like, Bob Hope is happy. I don't know. I'm old school. I used to watch Bob Hope do the Army. He'd be like, holding flags, and then everybody's happy or whatever. And I'm like, yo. Then the general came to us, was like, yo, he gave us rules or whatever, and he said, yo, you might die today. Like, there's a possibility. And I was looking at 50 like, yo, bro, I gotta call my mom or some stupid shit. Like, what's going on here? So I never saw, honestly, I've never seen 50 like think like first time I saw him like. So I'm in the plane like, yo, this is wild. So they put vests on us. Like, I'm so used to wearing a vest with 50, but they put vests on your ass. They put it on your legs. So I'm like, why are they doing all this? They put a helmet on me. 50, yo, the photos are so up. I look like a dick. Like, yo, I hate those photos, by the way. I look like goofy as fuck.
They go
But,
viral like every 2 to 3 years. Crazy.
this is the first time I ever been like nervous. Like, so I asked her, why is so much? So they put us on a, so there's no real, I guess they put us on the side of the plane. It's like weird. It's like a seat, but it's like on the side. So you get like halfway standing and sitting. But the way they have the vest, it covers your ass, your legs. Yeah, there's some shit that's open, but that's your luck if you get shot. So the guy was like, yeah, they shoot randomly at the plane. Like, because when you fly over, the insurgents, when they see a plane, they just start shooting. And those bullets be like the big bullets and shit like that. So you need to have, like, if it goes through the plane and then it goes through, if you get hit, at least you have a vest on it. It could repel it. So once he told me, they tell us this when we take off. I'm looking at 50 like, oh, what? Yeah, I don't remember what Banks was doing. I think Banks was like quiet. Everybody was quiet. I don't remember anything. I think James Cruz was like crying or some shit. I don't know. It was crazy. So we finally get up there. So now the guy's like, all right, this is it, guys. I was like, what do you mean this is it? So it's not regular landing. So they're shooting. We don't know if they're shooting. We don't hear it. But he said, yeah, they're just shooting like randomly at planes. So the plane goes like this, then it goes, like 100 miles per hour. Like, I was like, and then it goes like this. I guess, I don't know if he's dodging or whatever, but he's just like, so when you look out the window and you can see the floor, like I saw the floor, like the land, like, because it went like that. It's not like you're looking out the window, you can see the floor. I see the floor, like I'm looking at that, and it's going like 100 miles per hour, and then he finally gets into the airspace of the base. That's when it heals up. It goes, "Wah," and then it lands. And then he's like, randomly, missiles will hit the base. So you don't run. He said, don't run. That's how people die. When the base get hit, you just go down and just pray to God. You're not the one getting hit. They say usually people running around, that's who gets killed or whatever. And then they put us in a trailer, and then the trailer was crazy. That like everything, the lobster, all kinds of shit. I was like, what? I almost died, but all right. But then we're chilling and shit. And then the security guard we had, I don't want to shout him out, but he was acting tough. Like, yo, I'm protecting this. I'm gonna protect everybody. So he went outside. All he hears because it's 180 degrees in the desert. So usually the army dudes have a tubing where they keep drinking. So they have a liquid, they have water in their suit, so they just keep drinking. You can't walk around. It's like you really could die from, I guess, dehydration. But our security guard tried to be tough, and he fainted like outside the. We had to like drag him in. Like, I don't want to talk about who it was. He might, because he runs like a big security firm now. I'm not trying to get surrounded by him right now. He does Rolling Loud, but I just snitched on him there. He's the head guy at Rolling Loud. But anyway, whatever. I just snitched on him, by the way. So we bring him in, and then they had to give him liquid, and we're laughing, and he's laughing. Yeah, that's what you get. the general comes, and then he gives us like those general badges or whatever. And then now we got to perform. That's why you laugh, because in the performance, the first song was "What Up Gangsta," and then the soldiers was shooting in the sky. So, I purposely put a helmet on because I don't know if the missile's gonna come. That's why I'm DJing with a helmet. People are like, "Why are you DJing with a helmet?" Like, we're in Iraq. That's all I gotta say. But we performed and the soldiers shot up. That's why I keep asking myself, don't the bullets gotta come back down? Cause these motherfuckers like Commando the movie, like brrr, it's just Arnold Schwarzenegger in here. Like it was like brrr. I'm looking at Banks like, yo, this is some wild shit. Like, but 50's love it. 50 loves that shit, man. I've seen it over and over where I got desensitized to violence. Like he loves that shit, lives for it. So we finally performed, we went back in, missiles hit the runway now. So now we have to wait like another hour and a half to take off. And then we went from Iraq, and it was our first time in Iraq and our first time in Dubai. Like, and that's when we went to that, what's that 7-star, whatever, that sailboat hotel, and the prince and the sheik got us like 20 out everything, and I gave everybody 2. I don't know why they had it. So the business my room because I got to DJ the after party for the event. So the prince was young, so he's like, yo, who kid? So I was like, yo, bro, it's not enough Viagra to these hoes. So I called everybody. I said, yo, everybody come through. I'm not gonna say one of the top 4 rappers, not 50 though. This good 50's not in it, but one of the top 4 originals was like kicking it. I was like, what are you doing? They're paid for it. Yeah. He's like, where you from? Oh, I'm from Long Island. They're paid for it. Grab and go. Like, take 2 and go. Like, barber, go. Bag handler, go. This guy, go. I picked the 2 baddest ones. I made them go upstairs already. Yeah. Man, we had like rooms. Like everybody had like everybody. The bag handler, the bar, whoever. Even with the Q-tips. Everybody had the same room. Like gold. 2 floors, like $1 million rooms. Like the prince hooked everybody. The losers we were all equal. The only person that was not equal was 50. 50 had a pool, like indoor pool, all kinds of shit. Like it was crazy. But that was like, it went from like, I'm not gonna say we were in hell, but it was like hell in heaven. Like,
yeah, it's all different.
And the army chicks was trying to smash. I was like, I don't know about that. I was like, I'm married. I was looking for my ring and shit. Cause you know, they out there, they don't bathe. Cause they gotta be in the tank and all that shit for like 3 weeks in a row. I was like, damn, what well, like 3 weeks in a row. And then they're like, we don't care, we just want cause you're not G with it. I was like, what? It was crazy, man. But I want to talk about why we got that gig. I think somebody chickened out, a legendary artist, and then 50 Cent hated that artist and then took that gig to show him that he's, and then we went to Iraq. But it was
all the Iraq gig. Okay.
Yeah, I was like, damn, we're here, but it's just not easy, man. I see why he didn't come here. Yeah. But we did it for the truth, so we actually like, we were kind of proud that we did that because they needed to see something different. You see, you're away like a year, 6, 8 months, and like you got like one of the biggest groups that's lit coming to perform for y'all. It's just like, the other guy was cool too, but he wasn't us. Like, so 50 Cent knew how important that was, and then people were crying around us. It was crazy. People were like tearing because they're like, my friend died yesterday, and you guys changing. So it's like, I don't know. When I think about shit like that, it makes me like a little bit emotional because people don't understand what goes on. We're here and we're chilling, but motherfuckers dying over there, like every day. Like when we saw the coffins come out, that's when we were like, oh, this is a real ass shit. It's not like we're just going to perform. Like it's like dead people coming out. Like you can see the flags, like the American flag on the coffins, and he was like, yeah, these are the soldiers that passed away last week. I was like, what? It's crazy. So it's a crazy wake-up call. And I can't never say I never went to Iraq in my life.
If you want to see this full interview without having to wait, you can join our YouTube memberships program for just $8 a month. You get the full interview, behind-the-scenes footage, and no ads. If you want more, you can join our Patreon at patreon.com/diverse mentality. And for $10 a month, you can not only get these full interviews immediately, but also get uncut and ad-free documentaries as well. The link is in the description for both.